on fire, my friend.
Poodle, 3 kills, taking down clockwise. This is just nuts.
Hello, welcome to Bladecast TV. We're going to be streaming for you today, One-Eyed versus Failed Rats. My co-caster here is Tade, a Frenchman.
Everyone, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well. Obviously, it's a slightly strange situation. We got 2 Euros casting a late night NA match. It's 2 a.m. for me. I think it's 3 a.m. for you. Is that right?
It is. It's just gonna be just fine, mate.
I have to say,
It'll
you
be a
don't
good
sound very tired.
No, I don't. I'm used to that, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm getting there. You know, I think hopefully we'll have an exciting match. Keep us all awake.
Yep. Hopefully.
You got any predictions for this one then?
It's actually gonna be interesting. I think like many people are waiting for this match. There was a bit of a banter going on last week about about OE just like waiting kind of for Federats to pick them, and it did happen. So I would still say OE are just like they have got the advantage. They are the best team so far. They beat WK. They beat everyone they just faced, and most of our match were quite one-sided. So yeah, they should be the one picking it up. But on the other hand, I mean, they have some really good player on the Fed Rights team, and I'm pretty sure like if they're on the top day, we could see an upset.
They've got they have got a very talented roster. I think the Failed Rats team. It's probably not quite the caliber of OE, but I think if they've got a lot of their players turning up and playing well, like a lot of the old KOA guys, they bring a lot of experience. So you got Brave, John, people like that. Yeah. They can bring a lot of experience and a lot of quality. And then if you throw in a few good performances from some of the sort of the rising stars, your Troxes, your Alejandros, then I think they could be in, for at least this could be a close game as well.
Yeah, and I think we pretty much like saw this last time against like WK when they just like we had like a really close fast open map where it did end up like 4-4, and when we just started like the close map, they had like this rune which was just like pretty much a given rune, and we just managed to throw it out, and it was just like pretty much like two teams of this caliber when you are facing like one of the best team, you have no room for mistake, and I think they pretty much regret this, and I don't expect this to do it again against OE. So if somehow they manage to have like a close game and start to a close game, I'm pretty sure they will keep it under control and just like make sure that they won't throw it again.
So I mean, with these maps and the sort of the star players, etc. I mean, what players are you looking to do well, and how do you think these maps sort of favour each side?
Well, for OE, I would look like Naval Outburst. It's like kinda like what we used to call a medium map, or like semi-open map, semi-closed map. Mixed, precisely. Thank you. And yeah, so cavalry can definitely have an impact on FR. I would probably be looking at player like Nevino and maybe Bobs as well. Bobs is you had a massive open map on the last match.
Sorry to interrupt you quickly, but I think the two sides are ready, so it's probably about time that we get that beautiful intro going. So let's go. Okay, welcome to the game. I am currently inside of a house and I can't see shit. Hopefully we can get this sorted, but
we need the streamer.
Yeah, at the moment. I mean, I can see a bit. Saranids are taking the central position, which is fairly rare in EU. You usually see people push that northern section, but it's spawned in the water area, which is a long away from here. Which is unfortunate, but it looks like both of them, I'd imagine both of them will get there on a fairly similar time. I mean, I doubt Aris will do it right now if he's playing in the game.
Yeah, I'm just like next one, hopefully.
Yeah, of course. But usually I've noticed from this one, I give advantage to the people coming from the upper side. So I'd expect to see slight positional advantage going to Swadians. I mean, I can't really tell you much more than that.
Well, we're just gonna guess like guess what's happening. I can see the flag rising from Saranid, so I think we are under the flag.
Well,
We do apologize for that kind of miscommunication. We will get it sorted for next round, hopefully.
no one's dead. Yeah, you know, and this round's moving on and on and on. I mean, looking at I don't know what to say really. Who knows what's happening? Oh.
And then keep team
That's
goal from
a
trucks.
terrible start to the round. You got a faction advantage you give to someone here, Tyler?
I'm awful at actually saying that, but I would say like Swadia has slight advantage. Not quite sure. I don't like Saranid, like paper horses, and the infantry is actually quite weak as well the first round. So
I feel like when you go on the first round, I think it's probably fairly even. You know, I actually rate the Saranid infantry with their axes and stuff. They can do some serious work. Scimitars, obviously, and stuff like that. The drops are excellent.
Yeah,
but I think, you know, if Swadia wins a round or two,
that's
it
the
gets
snowball
out of control.
effect.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the Saranid archers are very little they can do about it. Very little at all. You know, because they just can't put out the damage at all. There we go. I can see.
There we go. Just landed.
So what was? I mean, Trox has got. That's unfortunate round for him because he's got a team kill and then he's just got wrecked straight after.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully he won't go on tilt. I don't know what Yanks are like for tilting, but I know a lot of Europeans would go on tilt very quickly after that.
Yeah, well, it's kinda unfortunate because like it's gonna be hard for like now it's Saranid we got the armors.
This is going to be fairly rough. Okay, Saranids are staying fairly central, so personally I like pulling back onto the boat there. I think it's an excellent defensive position. But
Yeah, or at least close to the trebuchet, or it really depends. But fighting in the open like that, it's not quite sure. Maybe they're hoping for the cap to come and just do the work. Let's see.
I think that, you know, they've got these two archers that are in decent positions. I mean, they'll have to be able to shut them down if they're going to do it. I feel like the Swadians' failed rats have taken a bit too long to get into decent positions here. Outnumbered them, yeah. Okay, they're getting wrecked pretty hard.
You know, just missed his crucial leads. And yeah, that's pretty much GG already.
I think the problem is that they didn't really commit to anything. They didn't. As soon as Saranids held their ground, they held their ground there. They didn't really. They were running out of ideas there, and you know, Oodles just ripped them a new one. Not interested in this shit. To be honest. I mean, there's only 2 kills. There's only 2 kills so far.
Yeah, that just shows like it's a quite like probably one of the worst starts for Federates, and they're gonna have to get their shit together if they just want to like actually just like keep believing, because you know like team like OE, if you just give them room to just express themselves, it's pretty much GG already, and you can not even have a potentiality to come back.
We got an absolute dicks out player here, I think. You know, the Saranids are just pushing straight in here. They got a lot of armour. You don't often see 3 Saranids infantry
4,
armour.
5 actually.
Yeah,
just...
and just in fucking armour. They're just going in now. And one thing I will say is if they don't want to overcommit here, because they are getting slightly strung out. Like, it's going to be very hard.
Yeah.
You know, you need the cav here to do a lot of work, and they have brought 3 Swadian cav here, so you know they'll be looking at them to get the sort of the couch lancers and stuff like that. Because otherwise, I mean, these shitty little Swadian swords, they're too close.
They're not gonna do anything. At least the old pike, it can be actually quite good against armor, but still, you know, it's not enough.
Okay, that's a good start. Nigerian gets some work done. It's about how it goes now. Okay, Oodle gets his first kill. Alright, it's looking like it's falling apart. Yeah, it's falling apart. Jakey's having none of it. Look at that! He just wrecked them. Pack it up.
There is no fight. Just like it's a dump. anything like. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what we say. Like, if you don't get if you don't get the first one as fragile, and you can just like use like take the weapon from your opponent and just get yourself some nice armor, it starts to get really complicated with your just sword not doing any damage at all. And yeah, we pretty much saw that.
I mean, you got that. I mean, a quarter of failed rats kills were team kills. Then they got 3 and they had 1 team kill. So that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough, and that's the kind of thing, you know, that can a set that's one-sided can really, you know, put a dampener on the spirits.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see how rats react to this. Just like, do they have what it gets? Just like, okay, just forget about it, say just perfection and just get a nice start and pretty much like at least get 2 rounds. I would say like anything but 2 rounds would be complicated. But we say I don't think we actually mentioned it, and it's interesting to just look at it. The team didn't actually ban or pick the map. It's a random fixture that we have like every week. So basically, there's not necessarily a team which is like better on some map. They are basically you don't really know, but they have no preference for the map, so it's not like, you know, we can say, okay, like they lost this, but it wasn't their map, and they're just gonna do better on the next one because it's fair pick. No, it doesn't work like that for the WPL for the later phase. So basically, it's just like 2 maps they train on for the whole week, and they just have to get ready after
Right.
that.
So like week by week, you could have a week where both maps favour you, or you could have the opposite. You know, you could have both maps are
Precisely,
bad
yeah.
for you. Yeah. The one thing I'll say about ruins is, at least it's a bit more random than this map. You know, like if you camp a flag and you get it, you can be in a very good shape. So that might suit failed rats a bit more.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
I have some concerns here though that, you know, if Swadia get the first round here, it's hard to believe that they can really get back into this game. I think.
Yeah,
I think
that would be really unlikely. I mean, it could always happen. You can never like counter team down before they're actually all dead. But I agree with you. Like, if I would like really just try for Rats, just get the first round, do everything they can to just like focus and just pretty much like try out this one as much as they can. And then if they see that they can actually get 1 round, get the armor going and such, they might just relax and maybe play a bit better than they did for the first one.
Yeah, it's too one-sided. Really, it's hard to actually really
But it was just a
comment
storm,
on
like,
that. You know,
yeah,
it's just too
no.
quick. I want to see better stuff here, and I think we can see better stuff. My concern is they looked a bit indecisive, and I need their inf to be moving around better and with more like purpose, and their cav, you know, working with that as a unit. They need to do that, otherwise they're just going to get absolutely shit on again. But we'll see.
We're getting started, so just moving directly to the boat.
So the problem
Rats.
with this is they've only got 15 seconds to the flag spawns. If they're on boat and the flag spawns at upper, then they're fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's Kindai Gumball, and that's what actually the new rules, the new meta forced you to do it.
Clever
so
boys,
far,
eh?
yeah, so far so good. I mean, it's a bit of luck, but it's what
You
Gumball
take
is
it.
about.
You'll take it when you take that luck. I much
Yeah,
prefer
exactly.
though going straight across. You know, like trying to get into the water flag. I think you can push to all places from there much better. But you know, it paid off this time. We got an archer back right, and we got an archer on the boat. I think this is a very hard position to push. So OE will have a lot of work to do here. A lot.
They are gonna try to just go on the left and just like stick to the.
I do prefer the infantry actually going to defend this archer on the right, because I think it forces the enemy infantry to walk into poor places for the cavalry. You can push them on the back. Okay,
Yep.
they're moving to the opposite side now, OE, and I think that's sensible. This is a good decision. Oh, there's an
Maybe
archer on the far left as well.
Device, but I mean, you're be pretty much unable to shoot them, or at least without hitting a teammate.
Good first kill. Cavs with the alley-oop, as you Yankees say. Good work here.
Okay, that's a bit better.
The problem is they have got 3 archers, so if they don't really do work, then they're not really got good numbers here.
Yep. Nice shot
But
from Nevin.
it looks
from
like it's
Matthew.
going to be enough. Yeah, it's going to be enough here.
And the flag is pretty much up for them, so if nobody from
I
OE
think they're
gets
just
to the
about to
flag.
win regardless,
Yep.
yeah. Well, he's just starting off right now, apparently.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, they
Stay
should
on the
be-
flag. Fucking
the
hell,
flag,
John.
the
You
flag
give me a
passes
fucking
to,
aneurysm. Jesus Christ. Well, this is like, you know, this could have been Sarenid's getting fully tonked in armor. They could have been doing that, but
Yeah, but now
not really. Didn't
that
really
doesn't
happen.
have aura with decent armor, like bit
That's it.
better.
And that's because he dropped.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I think that's gone to shit. Really. I'd like to see a lot more people, at least in the leather army. You know? When we were seeing the OE guys doing that well or winning around, you know, they were in full, you know, they were getting Sarenid mail, which is fucking pricey, fucking shit, isn't it? It's like 1,000.
Yeah. Well, at least the one from OE which got the frag at the end was a cavalry, so
Yeah,
you pretty
can.
much avoid one infantry to have a good armor on Swadia, which is
Has he
always a good thing.
He's invested in. No, he hasn't got a warhorse, so you know it's not the end of the world.
No, clearly. Could have been way worse.
So someone should tell failed rats that the flag's in front of them, not behind them. This is going to take a long time for them to do what they're doing. And I actually.
But pretty much leave no room for mistake after that. Like, they have no time, so it's ever they kill all of the OE guys, or it's pretty much GG.
Also, they've completely telegraphed what they're doing, so the OE archers can get into perfect positions to crossfire this entrance. And it's not like they can change their mind now, is it?
No, it's late. Actually, you have to commit, and it's pretty gonna be dangerous.
If they slay you can do it. This isn't a completely impossible choke, but it's tough. There's two archers here that can't really contribute to the fight as well. We'll see. Zaffa moves in. He's already been hit once. I think they need their cab, or he's been put in a body bag. Nigerian, good work there. Ooh, can with a team kill. This is still open, and the flags have gone down as well. So you know this is still anyone's game actually right now. They've got better initial trades than I imagine they would. I feel like John needs. That's
next trucks. That's not what you want to do.
Okay, he's gone down as well. They need to get another archer kill here quite quickly, otherwise I think this is game over. Good work. He can actually get a kill.
He just pretty much like nice kill himself. Too, but
yeah, this is over. I mean, considering the situation they put themselves in, they gave them a chance. They gave themselves a chance of actually getting away with it there, but I think the archers were at the crossroads are in such good positions for OE there.
And to be fair, they had a strong position, but they didn't do much work. They didn't need to. Like the infantry from OE and Vakar was just pretty much doing the work. And yeah, as you say, it was a bit too obvious what they just did. You know, like pretty much giving OE the capacity to prepare themselves and just like be ready when they will just come to them. So yeah, maybe they need a bit more of madness in their play. Just just try to test some stuff. What do you have to lose? You are like
I feel like
freedom, yeah.
To an extent, they're not moving around enough in the early game. They've got at least 20 seconds where you can get into a position where you can push more positions, and instead they're just sort of hanging quite far away, and it means that when they do make the decision, they haven't got much time. But they've won this flag before. They can definitely do it again. There's not tons of armor, certainly not barely any armor at all. So they definitely can do it. I need to see more from Trox here, though. I think he's had a tough map. He's obviously a very talented, he's a good duelist and stuff, so he should have the basics down pretty well. I'd like to see him do a bit more here.
Yeah. And he's gonna just like forget that he just team killed two of his guys and just like get into the match and start doing what he's good at doing.
Oh, that is some
nice
really poor communication from OE there. He shouldn't just be getting couched in the back like that, but still good work. Can takes him down there in revenge. I don't like them leaving the boat.
No, that pretty much ignoring the opportunity at what I want.
Yeah. They've
done.
They've had. Yeah, I think that's probably a poor decision to leave the boat there. You just
not like
a good work to do it.
And kill. The rune is still open. I'm looking at the flag.
This is as close as it gets. There's just a melee happening in the corner. I feel like, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the OE are getting the better of it. It's taken a while though. It's taken quite a while.
Nice
good shot there from Zealots. That's opened it up, back up, close again.
Oh, that's a strike.
John's fighting. You mean he's going to wreck him, isn't he? Yeah.
It's pretty much coming down to individual performance. And 45 seconds, Nevino, he's gonna have to pull a hell of a walk to just like take down Udall and.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, they're just dying a bit too. I mean, they keep getting in decent positions, but they're just getting wrecked. Jakey
And
just not
it's
having
gonna-
it.
Unless Nero pull out a miracle, Udall was just too strong on his rune. He's just like, Udall is having massive pass map. Like, nothing surprising when you know the guy, but still, impressive to just like, see how he can perform and just change your own.
The thing is, though, with that, if you're fighting Jakey and you're one of these people who, to put it nicely, they're not elite level like one-handed jewelers or anything. You just need to play defensively. You don't need to die. If you don't die there, you're in a good position for the rest of the set. But when you're just giving him these skills, 1v1, 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 you're just playing into his hands. It's going to be too easy.
I'm not sure what actually they are doing right now. Like they're just waiting at the if taking a gamble, they could just like go on far left and now the flag is gonna spawn, but it's not for them. It's
it should be for them though, shouldn't it? Because they should be there.
I'm not sure.
They should be waiting in that area where it's just spawned, I think.
It's gonna be close. Like they're a bit late, to be fair. They're just gonna arrive at the flag at the same moment when OE. So
I think going quickly back to that last round, I think once they lost one of their cavalry, they really should have tried to stay on the boat. They gave the 2 long all pike cavalry of the Swadians a bit too much room to move.
Yeah,
they're getting chased badly. Yeah, I think this is going to be brutal. I don't think they're getting away. I think they're all going to die.
We got the cab, but it wasn't just enough to kill him.
Jakey's taken a lot of damage early into this round. With sounding cabs coming in now, we need to do something.
Nice shot from Matthew. Oh my,
Good
double.
shot, good shooting there.
Yeah.
No.
Unlucky team kill from Death Angel, but it's not gonna change much. Or will it?
Ooh,
He's like
zealots.
pitching a
Excellent
massive
work
double
there.
kill.
This is even once again. I mean, the armor advantage is still heavily in the Swadians' favour, but they're missing their 2 top fragging players there.
And they still have Nevino up as Cav, and he can be deadly when having the good positioning, so.
Definitely, and Udall can both out this round. Maybe they'll be fancying it now. They're raising the flag.
And that would be like, they need this one. If they want to stay competitive, they need this one. Absolutely, so.
I feel like they should have been able to stop that cavalry then.
Yeah, we should have been in. Yeah, Trox is a bit like, he seems a bit lost, and
that's rough. They were definitely in this round and it just sort of fell apart with not really much more than a whimper there.
I was actually, they did a bit better this time. They fight as a group, but still, Swadia had the armor advantage, and we just like barreling on the player to just like pretty much take down everyone which is coming at them, and I mean, but that's not the favorites I seen last time against WPL2. That's a totally different team, and unfortunately for them, that's gonna be complicated on the second map. They are 6-1, 1-6 down, and unless a miracle, that's gonna be complicated.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really tough. I mean, they've just been. I don't think really this was anything particularly special by One-Eyed. I don't think really. I mean. They were out of position themselves quite a lot, and I think they, as you said, they've relied a lot on just individual people being able to pick up strings of kills. So I think they've got a lot to learn on that map as well. But I mean, it didn't look like it really, did it? I mean, I think just the scale difference was too much on that map.
Yeah, well, if you actually look at like that match against WPL2, it looks like Rats are actually a bit better on open map, so I wouldn't say it's completely over, but it's gonna be tough, really, because they have no room for mistake. They can only lose 1 rune in total, and that would make it just a draw. So yeah, I mean, that's a bit like reminding me of a match like Freelancer versus Irish Rebels. I think it was in the ECS2, where like Irish Rebels were just like they were done pretty much the same score, and they had no room for mistake. They won 1 in the open, and then they lost the second one, and we knew that it was over. So yeah, you have to give yourself more room if you want to just like stay competitive. And so far, I just don't see Rats taking it. Maybe I'm wrong, but
It's rare. It is fairly rare in Warband to see comebacks like this. There's not been many, I don't think, especially in actual tournament matches. I think the only one that comes to me off the top of my head was USA versus Finland, where I think USA were winning fairly comfortably, and Finland did some majestic comeback to draw it, and that only ended in a draw. I think it's pretty rare you see comebacks happen like this big, unless, and like you said earlier, it's not like Failed Rats picked this map. There's not really any reason to believe they'll be better at it than one of them.
Like it's like a top map for them, and they would just like perform out of their mind. No, like it's just like it's one map out of many, and it's actually a really old map, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure. That's gonna be interesting to see how we can adapt and just like maybe potentially come back. I think we can just like play the map intro.
Yeah, I think we can as well. Alright, welcome back to the very scenic ruins. Don't know what happened there, but it's a bit of a dump these days. I wonder, it must have been pretty nice at one point, but who fucking knows. Some of these buildings are bizarrely big, aren't they, really? Like this wall, it's fucking huge. What? Who lived
pretty
there?
much used to it, but
You should, yeah, but I know, like, you get used to it because you played on it, but really when you stand by some of these buildings, what the fuck? Who was living there, like? Giants, like, what the fuck?
Well, it doesn't really make sense. Like, I mean, I'm trying to imagine how it will be, but like if it was like a full building and it's complicated to just like, whoa, yeah. But we are just probably about to start. I think both teams are close to be ready. Just maybe waiting a bit. So yeah, we should get started really soon. Just don't leave us. And but yeah.
I mean, how do you think what's going on in the minds of the Failed Rats people? I have to say it's very rare that I've ever, I mean, not to sound like a fucking dickhead, but it's not rare I remember being down 6-1 going into the second map, where you're just out of it already. So, I'm
not sure which kind of guy they are, if they are like emotional or such, because it really depends on the player as well. Sometimes they would just like, like they have some, like the best player, they have this capacity to just like pretty much forget what happened and just say, okay, like we are better than them, and we can just like pretty much, we didn't show what we were up to the last map, and we can just like be way better. But on Rat's case, I'm pretty sure they know that OE is way better. Or, not that it's way better, but at least just like a bit higher level. So when you just like lose the first map and that's gonna be complicated.
No, I do agree with you. I think it's tough, I don't think any of them probably think they're as good as Udall. So, like you said, that is it's gonna make it harder to believe in, It is. I think, we can see more from them, definitely. I think Navino can do some more work here. I think a few of them can. We'll see Morlock for Deceiver go on Cav as well for the OE. I'll see how he's doing.
And I'm looking like Nero and Aura are in infantry. Trox is not playing, which probably maybe for best, because like I don't think he's having the best match of his life.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough for him,
yeah. He clearly wasn't up to his own standards, so I think it's just like bad luck, but
And here we see the actually extinct in Europe, but apparently still just rare in NA. We see a shieldless archer, actually on purpose by the looks of it as well.
Yeah.
A rare sight these days, indeed.
I mean, you pretty much know like absolutely no shit. Like maybe on ruins, because like there are some you can just like sit on a really long distance and try to shoot, but even with that, I'm not a big fan really.
Just get shot in the fucking face, don't so this flag does favour OE, really, doesn't it?
It does a bit, like depends if we can have some nice crossfire going on, which is not the case so far. Like we have both are really close.
But they haven't. I would have liked to have seen one of the Failed Rats archers move round to the, like where the tower is. Try and open up that flank a bit, because at the moment they haven't got a crossfire either.
No, and like I think it's John is moving a bit on the right to just get an occasion, but the cab is quite close, so he's probably a bit worried about it. And
And he's
yeah,
just-
the flag is getting up for away.
Problem, the John can't really push this way because the archer is in the other ruins. So I would have liked to see the other archer move around to the alley and maybe John just stay where he was. Okay, the infantry's moving forward now.
Yeah, they are forced to go in the open because it's starting to get complicated. Like the flag is quite high for E.
Yep, so here we go. Just gonna good start.
Nice job from Rape.
Not turning around at all. Apparently they don't need to turn around. That's what happens when you don't turn around. Good work here from OE Justin. One-eyed Justin doing some work. Zaffa stayed alive for reason right, okay.
Yeah, he's starting to get the advantage a bit, and Bob is just like missing all his clutch turns, which is a bit a shame. He can have a massive impact.
This is slowly slipping out of their grasp. Yep, I think we can pretty much safely wrap on that one. I mean, once again, well, I mean, there was just a lack of command. Like, you can't be losing couch lance in the back in the first,
No,
opening.
clearly. And I mean, they probably were maybe waiting a bit too long to set up themselves. And in the meantime, like, Oi was just raising the flag. And when they had like finally their positioning or something decent, it was just too late. Like they had to push the flag without like really having all that guy together. And yeah, so basically now they are fighting for a draw. They have like they don't have to lose a single rune, and that would be a draw still. I don't think they're gonna do it. I think they're pretty much like completely done at this moment. And
It's finished, mate. They're done. Like, I think they'll be disappointed with the performance as well because they've not been very good. To be honest with you, I feel like they really should have. I feel like if you're gonna wait that long to push onto the flag, what you need to do is have your archers in a crossfire position, right? Because then at least you have a chance of getting an early kill. That really wasn't going to happen. So, I think, they did wait too long. And then, I mean, watching that round, you wouldn't have thought they were on TS together, to be honest with you. But
yeah, completely. And like, perhaps taking some jab quite early in the rune, it's not gonna help him. And to be fair, like they are starting as Vagia, which is arguably one of the best faction, the best faction on Open. So they have like no excuses. Like it's not like they would just like be 6-1 down and they would have starting as Nord and be like, oh, that's just a bit unlucky. No, they are starting as Vagia. They should be getting this rune and quite easily, but it's not happening.
no, it's certainly not. I think that Navino picked up 2 kills there. That's awkward. Did you see that one? I didn't.
No, never did I. But
They're pushing
I
up
was
onto the
focused
hill.
on the fight in the hill close to the flag, and
None of
nice
it can.
kill.
I mean, this is not a good fight by anyone, to be honest. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Pretty much everyone seems to less. They're just like fighting and trying to survive.
Yeah, they're not doing a very good job of it. There was a huge fight going on for ages and practically none of the cab was involved, which is interesting. Death Angel's getting chased here. Check his blocking. Good effort.
Stone
gets
is
another
fighting
kill.
his way back. Like
Stone's actually had a pretty good performance, I'd say overall. He's been one of the more impactful
yeah,
cab areas. Picking
he's
up
actually
another
getting some nice kill, and it could be like
one. Okay. This on. Godstone. Here he is. The turn. Who is he?
and he's pretty much like oh
Okay,
my.
Navino's not having it. Stealing his limelight.
Yeah, well, I hope he's not gonna regret it. It's like 5. Like, well,
don't-
flag is a
don't.
bit higher for Vegas, so
Please
he's
don't.
doing it. But come on, guys, don't for this one.
Oh god.
Harris on the flag.
Oh no.
Everyone just dismounting. Oh, it's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be a draw.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a.
It's pretty rough. I mean, they killed them all, so at least they're back to first round armor. But Stone's
still-
got to be pretty human there, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually quite phenomenal. But still, like you have one of your guys doing like all the work, and then he's just like getting killed. That's a bit harsh. I'm not sure. Like
Stone seems to think that's the best round we'll ever have. I actually don't know who he is, so to be honest, as far as I'm concerned, it could well be the best round they'll ever have.
neither. Yeah.
One to forget for Navino, definitely though.
And with that, Nevino is like beside Stone. He's actually having a
No,
quite fine map as well.
Yeah, he's playing well. It's just, you know, it always obviously is. It's got to be tough when you kill someone who's having such a good kill streak here. Do you know if this flag got fixed in the end? Is it fixed? I don't know.
I have no idea, to be fair.
I want to say it is.
I'm not playing myself, unlike you, so I'm not like really training in the week to just like see all the bugs and such. But I hope they did, because that would be a shame.
No, it would. But this is the flag that Failed Rats have been setting up for the whole time. So let's hope they can put in performance. I feel like, you know, if you replay that last round 5 times, Failed Rats win it more often.
Yeah,
anyway.
clearly.
So if they can just do the same thing here, you know, they can stay in this match.
I mean, a draw will be still like a splendid performance for them, so they have to just try everything they can. It's not over, like just like pretty much can go all in and fight. But yeah, then we need to start getting runes.
Draw would be a fucking miracle, to be honest.
It will be.
Jake, Oodle, my boy Oodle's saying it's not fixed.
Well, if Bill says it, must be true.
So it looks like we might see anyway, because, you know, I think One Eyed have taken slightly too long to get into this fight. Navina's coming from behind here.
Oh,
Okay.
unlikely. Oh wait,
Stone
2 kills.
instantly proving himself right that it was the greatest round I'll ever have, which is unfortunate, but at least they'll
Nice
have happy
attempt.
memories. KOA John putting in work. Brave gets taken down. Still a lot of cav up for both teams. I think we need to see Navino get a kill soon. Still on his horse, he's doing well. The archers are doing very well here for
Yeah.
Failed Rats. Good work, John. Really good work this round. This is what they set up for, and it's working so far. Stone goes down.
They're pretty
Pretty
much
even numbers so far.
Yeah.
We still got the archers in very good positions. I think this, you know, this is another possible draw, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 25 seconds and Gorlock is in double flag and he
Perhaps
needs,
two of the
he needs a better shield than that. He wants to
Cavs
survive.
overcommitted on the other side. Justin gets a team kill there, opening it up. If this kill goes in, which Gorlock, get on TS please. Like, come on. You got a bloke behind you, you need to hear that. That is bad. Unlucky.
That could be the rune for...
He
I'm
got
not sure
deceived.
if it's high enough.
This should be. He needs to get back on the flag, you fucking...
What you doing, mate? Oh, there
Okay,
we go.
Christ, John, once again, giving me a heart attack. Jesus, oh, look at that.
And he's
Justin.
just like
hit you with the-
backpedaling kill.
He's hit you with the idiot strike.
That's dirty.
And it
really
worked.
is.
More fool you.
Yeah, we definitely changed because he had a splendid rune, and if he would have just thrown this, just not getting under the flag would have been a shame. But he did it. He won the rune for his team, and that's actually one more rune, like one rune they need. They need
Yeah.
5 more.
Navino had an excellent round there, and I think the archers played very well. My problem is here, what we need to see from Failed Rats right here, is that the archers are going to, you know, change their position now to be useful for the other flags. I think in some of the previous rounds we've seen, they've had a good position, and in the next round they've just gone to the same place, even though the flag won't spawn there,
Yeah.
and just proceeded to get wrecked.
And always attacking themselves out directly on the left, and just like clearly getting ready for the flag, which is gonna be there. Nice, nice gambling.
This is much better positioning from Failed Rats here. Much better. There's a lot of people dying to couch lancers from behind at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate. But hopefully they can keep it together.
Yeah. Like OE infantry moving to the left. I'm not sure they want to commit to this. Actually, yeah. Just stay on close to the hill. Don't go too far. You don't need it.
No, I learnt that the hard way from a German team recently called Irish Rebels. You don't want to be pushing too far out there and getting shit on the edge of the map. But they're making the right choice here, you know, staying more central ground. Archers are in reasonable positions for both teams. I think what we're going to be looking at here is, unless we see some incredibly good archer shots, we're going to look at who's getting the first kills for the cavalry is going to decide this round by the looks of it.
Yeah, clearly, and so far no kills yet, so interesting. It could be just like 30 seconds and no kill, and just like everyone going under a flag and having massive melee.
Yeah, so the cab's going in now. Zaffa's outnumbered, but I'll give it to him. He's performed admirably. John goes down early.
Oh, and it's a big
Always
boy
been
from
here
Barrage
in the
going down.
Looking rough. There's a lot of enemy infantry here. I still don't think I've seen someone turn around once.
it's
Or
not
is
over yet.
okay, I'll
Might be
give it to Aura.
complicated.
Okay. He's actually
Yeah.
shown some reason. Yeah. I mean, he's gone
Uh,
down, but he's lasted longer than basically anyone on either side is.
Still might be not enough for Rats. Oh, nice shot from Zillard, but maybe a tad late. We still have one main advantage, and yeah.
No, this is going to be too much by the looks of it. Yeah, Navina's gone down. One Blake on the flag, and that will be all she wrote.
Yeah, still done for Miracle, which won't happen.
Oh, here he is, the miracle worker.
Yeah, it's like
Really quite a miracle.
at this point, it's pretty much like killing people and just getting yourself an armor. But an armor for what? Because they lost actually this match. It's
Yeah.
pretty much over.
You have to give it to that. I do think that Zealot's bloke, I think he performed pretty well this match, you know. I
No,
think
he
considering
was quite consistent and
he was.
yeah, unlike some people, but yeah, not enough. And I think it's pretty much like a very close map because like they are looking way better on this map than on the first one. At least like bit better, but it's still not enough. And the first map was just like too much for Rats.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit unfortunate, but maybe if we'd had this match third, it would have been different. But a lot of people would suggest Vegas have the advantage on this map and then losing it as well. So,
And
maybe not.
To be fair, even if they had like for example get the Vigear side 3-0 and just like I'd still think go just like this because like I'm not the kind of team which you can actually come back and just like without them doing anything. So yeah, but for me, OE was just better this match. And Rats, I mean, I'm pretty sure they can show better than what they did today.
That's certain. That, I definitely think they can do better. You know, I think we've seen a lot of their players do well in certain rounds, but we need to see some consistency. And to beat a team as good as OE, they need more than one player going off per round. Like at the moment, we're seeing a good round from Navino, a good round from Stones, a good round from King John, a good round from Zealots. Not really matching at the same time. It's not like they're all popping off at once. And I think they need that to be challenging probably what is arguably the best team in NA right now.
Yep. And yeah, I'm pretty much looking at the infantry, which is probably not their weakest part, but definitely not their advantage. And yeah, I mean, if those guys can set up, if they can have the infantry just going massive on close map, then yeah, they could definitely take some big teams down. But at the moment, it's too complicated for them to do anything against like OE, West Knight, and yeah, they won against
Turtle Knights.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if they
Golok.
again.
Golok was putting in some fucking work there. He's wrecked two of them. And then Brave goes off as well.
Yeah,
so, you know, it's a bit tit for tat right now. Pretty impressive by both of them, to be honest. Morlock with Cam picks up the kill, and he's been really good for them. You know, he looks probably a class above the rest of the Cam on display, I would say.
Completely, and the thing is that at this point of it's pretty much that we are fighting for points in case you know we would just like get a troll in the ladder ranking, so you know just to make sure that you go. But I'm pretty sure like those two teams they are pretty much convinced that they will just go through the later stage.
It's top 8, so you'd imagine it shouldn't be a problem for either of these teams to make it really.
So it's just like glory at this point, you're just getting kills and feeding your ego, getting kills, getting nice stats on the...
Or depression and sadness and infighting and all these other lovely things that happen when you get absolutely shit stomped.
Yep.
What do you reckon the atmosphere is like now? I mean, like you said, it can go either way, you know, with the players. I mean, there's some teams that will be absolutely imploding right now with like rage. But I don't have him down as that type, you know. Navino's pretty laid back dude, and he's played alright, you know. They've mostly had some decent performances. I think when you lose like this, you know, they're just clearly not as good a team. I think it almost hurts less.
Yeah. It's not like, you know, when you are like, it's pretty much like, it's completely different like when they lost against WK, because it clearly looks like they could take it, you know, they pretty much like even them on the open map, and then the first round they just like they have this like it's just so close, and yet so far because they lose the round, and after that it's pretty much like they are just crumbling, and that was a shame. I was just really sad for them because I actually think we could do it. On the other hand, this match, they had pretty much no chance. It was just, yeah, so you are, okay, well, we played bad, or it was just better. Let's forget about it and do better next week.
I think one thing I'd note is that, when this is getting down to 3v3s and stuff, they're practically winning none of the rounds. And what that indicates to me is that, just on the individual level, not AE, OE does have the advantage, because when it's coming down to it, if you've got Oodle and Can alive, it's pretty much no way that, Veiled Rats can, offer resistance to that. And that's going to be a problem, especially on maps like this where, they're constantly trading players.
Yeah, and yeah, well, it's a bit a shame, but I'm not sure. I do have this feeling that they can, Rats can do way better, and maybe they will actually step up in the playoff because.
All right, so this was a complete shit stomp, and us tired nocturnal Europeans think we'll go to bed.
Yeah. So, we are just gonna take some time to just thank you for watching, and hope you had a good match, and pretty much just also give a shout out to our sponsor because we had plenty for this tournament, and yeah, pretty much giving them the recognition they deserve. So big thanks to WPL2, Logitech, Towers, of course, the developers, Mark Mods, which are here for quite a long time, Jet Server as well, Calradan Server, Steel Series. Awesome to have all of those guys. They are just yeah, pretty much giving us support and anything we could just wish for. So yeah, big thanks to them, and don't forget to just check the threads on Towers to get to know about them.
I'll say as well, big thanks to Definin for doing the camera work. He's silent to you, but he's always speaking in our hearts and our headsets. So thanks to Definin. Thanks for the Bladecast guys for actually having us. It's been a pleasure to cast this game. Hopefully I can do a couple more, maybe at less unreasonable times, but it's so unlikely with everyone just wanting to fight on Sunday. But we'll see. Hopefully that can happen. Any thoughts on this match? Where do you see each team going from here, Tade?
Always getting to a final for sure.
Yeah. Do you think they'll win the entire league?
Well, I'm kind of a WK fanboy, so I actually kind of rooting for them. But yeah, always certainly going to a final, and they are pretty much the big favorite for this tournament. So yeah, should be normal for them.
I feel like WK need to. They need people like PPK to get back into form if they're going to be.
Yeah, PPK, if you just come back, guys.
If they get some of their infantry gets back into form, playing well, they can definitely do it. I think they're a better organised team than OE. I think they've got some better parts. But
yeah,
I think
experience, we just need the players pretty much.
Right now, if they played on a closed map, Uda was going to absolutely rip them a new one, and they can't have that. They need to change it up a bit.
Uda, he's just a beast, pretty much.
But he's a decent Padawan. I'll give him that. He's got a bad attitude though. He's alright, isn't he? I think Failed Rats can definitely improve. I think they are a better team than they showed here tonight, and I think different maps, maybe different opponents. They'll definitely be looking to make it to playoffs, and maybe get to semis, something like that.
What they show against TQ, that they could actually beat a team which is arguably better than them, they can do it again. We just need to get that mind, get that shit together. Just okay, guys, we are doing this. We are just we can prove ourselves to be one of the best team, but we need to actually focus and just get this close map way better than what we show. Yeah. So yeah.
Alright, you got any shout-outs?
Well, pretty much the usual guys, Dukin, Calamity, Scar, all those guys. Pretty much my crew on Blackcast TV, which just welcomed me a few weeks ago, and just a pleasure to work for those kind of guys. So yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for casting with me, Tade. It's been a pleasure. We have been Bladecast TV, and this has been a fucking stomp. But thanks for watching anyway. See you later.
Have a good evening, Jess.